Hello everyone, this is Kay and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel. It's wonderful to be here with you guys again today. I do believe it's Friday, July the 12th, right? 2024. Wow, this week has gone by. It's just flown. I wonder why. But anyways, here we are. We're Friday, so TGIF, right guys? And so we're going to do a collective reading for today, as I've already mentioned, and we're starting off with the past energy. I'm going to call on Archangel Michael and the Holy Spirit to join me. Ace of Cups. Now I'll tell you, I was just pre-shuffling before I started the video, and these cards had just been jumping out all over the place. Every time I went to shuffle, something would jump out, and if it wasn't one, it was two, it was three cards, 2 and 3 cards. So we got some jumpy cards. Maybe there's some nervousness, or just somebody is like gung-ho, ready to take action. And we start off in the past with the Ace of Cups, right? Cool. That's a brand new opportunity of love. Brand new opportunity. So let me pray. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for enveloping me in your beautiful angelic wings of light, love, protection, and guidance. Please guide and assist me today, if you will, to correctly interpret the energies from the cards that I draw as directed by you, Archangel Michael. Thank you so much. All right. So Archangel Michael, what is the collective's story today, the story that they most need to know today? Okay, so we got past energy. Ace of Cups, brand new opportunity of love that came your way. This is the past energy, remember? And it's a lot of love. It's a lot of love. It's divinely inspired love. So somebody came on your path, came to you, and the two of you hit it off, and you started a new evolution. You have decided to walk the path together. The path together. So what happened? Let's see what the present day energy is from what came in the past between the two of you. You fell in love with someone as they did you. And you're still in love with them. And they're still in love with you. But you're not necessarily together. That is kind of like, okay, let's do those two scenarios where you are together and you're not necessarily together. You're not together, okay? But there's great love between the two of you, and it was an opportunity that was brought to you through divine intervention. If you think of the twin flame journey, if you have a hankering for that kind of thing, it could be like somebody that you met a long time ago, or maybe a few years ago. It's not very recent. You came into knowing each other. You met each other somehow, online, in person, however, through friends, and you hit it off. You really hit it off. The two of you ticked each other's boxes, and you fell in love. At least you did, collective. You fell in love. I know the other one did too. And they expressed it to you, but there was possibly with the twin flame, they if it's a twin flame thing, they weren't really available, either because they were with somebody else, or they had promised themselves to somebody else, or they were just not like matured enough available. Maybe it could be like in a family where you're going to be betrothed to somebody, and it wouldn't be the person that you choose, like that person chose would want to be with you, but their family would make it difficult for you two to be together because you would not be considered the one for them. Okay, so however that works for you. If it's a twin flame situation, your person loves you but was not ready to be able to commit to you in whatever way that was, why they weren't, or life just took you in different directions after you met and fell in love. It doesn't have to be a twin flame thing. or you're with somebody. You are already with somebody. All right, what's the current day energy? The Emperor. Now that's location and place, you know, it's empire-ish, but it's stable. It's a stable energy. Emperor, you know, they take charge, they're in control, they lead, they have an empire, this energy, and when I say they, it just means I'm talking about the energy of the day for you. You're, you know, in an energy of feeling stabilized. You're in charge of whatever your life situation is, and possibly the both of you are. You're in control. No one's leading you by the nose, you know, kind of thing, dictating to you, because you'd be basically dictating to them. That if it was a situation where you fell in love with somebody who their family wouldn't approve because you weren't like of the right whatever status, who knows, right? Family, lineage. This is you would be. They're dictating your life, right? They're dictating who you can be in love with. Your person, their family, would be dictating who they and you can be in love with, basically. In other words, saying you can't be in love with this one, their person, because you wouldn't be the right person, right? But you're in this energy of like, you want to tell me what is it? Like, you're telling me I am, excuse me, not this or not enough that? I don't think so. You know, you're in that energy of like, let me tell you how it is. I don't care what your, you know, whatever is going on with your family and stuff like that. I choose you. I'm in love with you. So it could be that scenario. Excuse me, guys. Frog in the throat. But anyways, if you're together, you're feeling like you've got it all with this person right now. You're in love, they're in love with you, and you've got a stable foundation with the two of you together. You're both taking charge and in control of yourselves, and you're making sure that your relationship is beautiful and goes the distance. You know, you're going to build your life on that. You're going to build your empire with your person on that. All right, so this is energy. You're in some very strong, very leadership type energy that I am who I am, and I say who I am is the truth. And if you don't like who I am, that's too bad. I'm still who I am, and I stand by my truth, and I am going to do and be what I want to do and be and have, because I am in charge. You know, not in a negative, egotistical way. It's all in a good way. Good vibes, good positive vibrational way. Okay, so what's the energy that you're sitting in this story? The Eight of Swords. Well, okay. You're a little bit concerned. Yeah. Well, let's say a lot. You know, you have these thoughts of what if. Maybe it won't work out. What if it doesn't work out? What if they aren't who they say they are? What if their family is going to put so many obstacles between us? What if the person, if it's twin flame thing, they're really not as evolved right now as they, you know, they're coming in an emperor energy, you know, that they're coming in and creating this kind of environment of emperor energy, that they're evolved and they're ready to be with you. You have a lot of doubts and concerns and taking pause simply because you got yourself wrapped up in all your worries and your concerns about it. Should I or shouldn't I? What if? You know, those kinds of things. I feel uncertain. That it's just, you're just, mind is exhausting you. You know, mental exhaustion about the scenario, the story of this person that you had fallen in love with in the past, and maybe like still are in love with them. And so their energy, we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Well, they're all bent out of shape too. They're all wrapped up in their own mental concerns, worries, because coins can be a mental state, whether they're evolving their mind or just kind of still sitting in the third dimensional of limitations, of limited thinking of being pessimistic, not so optimistic, not so hopeful. And then, you know, with that, they're feeling like they're going to be left out if they're not already feeling left out in the cold, kind of thing. You know, they're on rocks here. Okay, they're on some black charcoal looking rocks. The pentacles are at the bottom, and they're at the top, all wound up, you know, all wound up at the top, sitting on this hard, cold rock, feeling like, what is it? Is that like some kind of warmth in behind a door or something, that they aren't quite getting the full experience of the warmth, the heat of it, to be able to warm the cockles of their heart, to be able to warm their mind, so that the icy thoughts of concern and worry can melt. You know, they're just still kind of stuck in, I'm not sure if my person is going to receive me well. I want them to know I love them. I want them to know I love them, but I'm not sure that that's going to be enough. That's what I got. I'm not sure that that's going to be enough for this person. Possibly you're in a really good, you know, standing strong in your stable place. You know, if you ever had to come up against an emperor, right, type of person, that would be a little bit intimidating, wouldn't it? But underneath all of this is what you are. You're a mess. You're a mess of worries, concerns, doubts, and, you know, uncertainties. Worries, concerns, doubts, and uncertainties. And look at this poor guy or girl. They're all wrapped up in their mental state too. They are so, like, they're trying to raise themselves above the doldrums of limited 3D, three-dimensional vibration, okay, which is dense. I mean, a coin is dense. The rock is dense. It's all dense. This table is dense. It's third dimensional. It's only when you rise above to fourth dimension, which is space, which really isn't dense at all, right? Then you have the fifth dimension, which is just pure, you know, it's spirit. It's spirit, fifth dimension and higher. Is spirit, which is not dense at all. It's like, it's coalescent. It's not even coalescent. It's like, it's just ethereal all around us and in us, really, because we're spirit. Every single one of our cells has spiritual light in it. Every single one of our cells, right at the atomic level, in the atom. So we are spirit. So all spirit is within us and all around us, connecting us all together as one. So this person here is trying to rise above that, you know, but it's a trick. It's a trick for them. It's a task. In other words, it's a task for them, especially if they don't know how you are going to, if you're going to accept them or not. So it could be a twin flame situation that I'm reading right here. Yeah. Let's see what the energy is between the two of you. Three of Wands. Being prepared. Waiting for ships, right? To jump on the ship and go to your destiny. You two are destined for each other. If it's twin flame, let's talk about this as being twin flame. Because there's no twin flame card in here other than like the Six of Cups, maybe. But we got some love here that the two of you develop for each other. you're in this empire environment where you're set up really, really well. You're in charge, and you're taking charge and taking control. You lead your life by example. You are of high moral standards, and people listen to you. People see how strong and like solid you are in your convictions about how things ought to be, how things are and how things ought to be. You have no qualms about expressing how the divine is mixed into all of this, that there's no separation. You know, the ones who have empires like the Empress and the Emperor, they have got themselves into a solid relationship with their inner self, their divinity, right? The divine. That's our divinity. Whether it's in this person, whether it's in you or them or me, my divinity is your divinity. We're all as one together. This is the divine. And so the two of you really want to be prepared to be together. Three of Wands is being prepared. You have a plan, a strategy. You possibly have a plan. And this may be what I just got, and this may be what's concerning a lot of you, or at least some of you, concerning you so much that you're up in your head, collective, and they're all wound up too, trying to rise above. There might be some kind of family dynamics, irregardless if it's a twin flame or it's like a situation I mentioned before, where your person is in a family who you would not be of the status or a family lineage that, or it could be vice versa, whatever works, that their family would agree to them being with you. And they're all wound up about this. It's whatever the situation in. Family dynamics, work dynamics, you know, trying to make it work, that the two of you coming together so that you can be living a life fruitfully, abundantly, prosperous, and on a strong foundation together, building more and more in your empire together. How are we going to what's the practicalities of this? How are we going to make this happen? And that's what got the two of you up in your head about this. This person here is worried about the money that they have to leave behind. That they might lose, is what I got. That they might lose. They might lose some kind of fortune, financial resources, investments, whatever. And let's say if they were married and they're getting divorced, and they're going to lose half their assets, right? In order to be able to jump ship and be with you. And this is something they're trying to rise above. They know that they have great concerns about this. They have great concerns. I just keep getting this story now. They have great concerns about this, losing this. But the thing about it is that, like I said, they're trying to rise above it. They're trying to let go of their worries and concerns of feeling like they have to drop this and they won't ever have it again if they let go of half their assets or more through whatever it is that they're leaving behind. And just that the money it would take in order for them to maybe relocate and buy a house, be with you, get married, all that sort of stuff, have your empire, it's going to cost money for that. So they have great concerns because they know, okay, this is what I needed to tell you, is that this individual has been so used to, perhaps they're like a king or queen of pentacles, they're so used to having a certain lifestyle. I mean, it's at their feet, right? It's wealth at their feet. They've worked hard. And they've gained a lot of financial abundance and prosperity as a result. But they know that okay, guys. They know that the reason why they, like if this twin flame, that they weren't ready to commit to you is because they were afraid that if they walked away from something, they would lose a great deal of their hard work, what they've accumulated and amassed wherever it is that they're living. They're afraid of that. But at this point in time, and you're all concerned about this too, of how the two of you can make it practical to be together, but you know, are they going to be able to leave? Are they going to be able to rise above this? This is what you need to know. To rise above their fears of leaving half their assets behind, or whatever the percentage is, right? And to be with you, to get on top of the rocks and have a better perspective and outlook on what life could be like with you. That's what that card's speaking to me about right now. But here's the good news. They're preparing themselves by changing their perspective, like rising themselves up out of that belief, that limitation of how they had to be with their money or their assets or whatever, how they had to stay with them. Then if they were to leave to be with you, they would have to give it up. So, but they're rising above that because they've come to a conclusion, they've evolved and grown enough. They've come to a conclusion that they want to be with you, irregardless if they got to walk away, if they got to leave it behind. They're getting into that state of mind that says, I'm prepared to do what I need to do to be able to be with you. However, there's the other considerations that if they leave this kind of resources behind, they still need, like I said, resources to be with you, to start a new life with you. And that's where they're going to have to wait till their ships come in. So maybe they're going to be working hard here to regrow their finances, because this is financial concern. The Five of Pentacles is also financial concern. Excuse me. And so they are concerned that they need to have the resources, right? Obviously, to leave where they're at, because you're likely not going to live with them. They still would have to sell a home if they're in a home and buy a home. And if they're not in a home, they have to leave their rental property and start investing in a home to live with you, unless you both want to rent together, and which is absolutely fine too, right? But it's still more than just having a roof over your head. There's like the relocation expenses and work concerns, like where will you work? If I move to be with you, will I be able to work at a job that's going to afford our, at least a similar level of lifestyle that they or you are coming from? Okay. So yeah, but you're definitely, you're prepared to do whatever it takes to, but you're waiting for your ships to come in as well, because you have to let go of your past, of wherever it is that you've been, so that you can make a future with someone else. And you have concerns about it. You have concerns about them being able to let all that go, to say goodbye to the money kind of thing. And if, will they be able to do that? Love me enough to do that? Concerns. So what's the potential outcome, guys? We have the Seven of Coins. Well, lots of opportunities and options. The Seven of Pentacles, okay? Seven of Pentacles is like, you're building your foundation back. They're the two of you, if you make the decision to jump onto the ship and go to where each other are, or just to meet or be with whoever, whatever the situation, right? You're assured that you're going to have the resources you need here. This is like, this would be looking at the past, right, and deciding, you know what, where I was, if I was financially amassing whatever, where I was, and if I've got this empire as well that's doing well, you're on stable ground kind of thing. This is speaking to you, and this is speaking here about this as well, is that I've done really well, but you know what? I could do a lot better. And I know that if I'm with the person that I want to be with, that I feel is my one and only true love, possibly twin flame, how powerful are you guys together? How powerful are you guys together? Right? How powerful are you two together? That this it's just like, it's like chump change now, you know? It's like chump change. It's chump change. It'd be like 10 of Pentacles, which is the highest you can go in tarot. So it's a lot of prosperity and abundance. It's legacy, like handing it down, because there's enough there that you can't possibly spend it in your lifetime, that you've got to hand it down to your families, and they go probably keep handing it down too, that kind of thing. So yeah, there is a lot of prosperity when the two of you come together. Get your heads together. Get your love that the divine had put on your path in the past. Yeah, the divine gave you that opportunity to fall in love, to meet a great love. That cup is huge. To fall in love with a great love, somebody that you're meant to be with. Albeit it didn't work in the beginning, you had to go, go your separate paths, but it was all meant to, like, the divine knows what the heck they're doing, right? It's doing, pardon me, but it knows what it's doing. And if it got you together, so at least you know of each other in the world, that so and so is here, even though they might live a distance away from you, they know you're there too, and you still have these heart murmurs about each other, and remembering the good times in the past and stuff like that, possibly also remembering how it didn't work out, that could have those memories, but you're getting over it. The thing is, when you're an Emperor energy in an environment of that, you're not concerned about past things. You're like focused, you're present, you're focused. You have to be present, and however you're dealing with it, taking charge and control and leadership and being on stable ground, that present day energy that you be standing in is what you're going to create as a future. You can't be worried and concerned about the past and thinking and being resentful and whatever it is about past things that have happened between the two of you. In order for you to be, first of all, be in this energy, it means you've let go. And possibly your person has also let go. Maybe they had resentment towards you for who knows what reason. But you're in an energy like this, which means you've had to let go, and maybe even forgiven. You've it's not that you can ever really forget, because it's your memories, it's your brain after all, but you can forgive and let go of those hurtful emotional pains of the past. And you're sitting in this energy of all that great stuff. Your future has to be that way, because you are now a huge magnet in that energy, attracting all that good stuff to you in your life. And so, yeah, this is like a cap. This is a cap. However, in your potential outcome, what it means is that you're rebuilding. You're rebuilding particularly for this one here, who will be mostly concerned about it, he or she is rebuilding their financial amassment. They're Seven of Pentacles. That's pretty darn good. It's good, but it's not nearly as good as the Ten of Pentacles. Well, I mean, it's close to. I shouldn't say as nearly. Ten of Pentacles is even better, let's just say. But Seven of Pentacles, it ain't bad. All right, but you're saying, I got a good retirement savings account aside, but I'm still working hard. Eight of Pentacles, right? Still working hard. I'm going to keep working hard, put the effort in, and making sure that we keep building. We keep building our investments, our retirement, and just our annual salaries or monthly incomes, whatever. You're going to be doing that together. Six of Swords, right? Six of Swords is moving into calmer waters, and then we have the Two of Cups and the King of Cups. Okay, King of Cups, but we don't need the King of Cups. We got Two of Cups right here. Six of Swords. You're going to be rebuilding, and this could also mean mental state rebuilding as well, like having a better positive outlook on life, on things, how it is with the two of you together. It also can mean that you are I had that other thought and I can't remember what it was now, but the seven of Pentacles is like, we're going to do it. We don't have the divine is saying you're going to get it back. you're going to have actually a lot more. That's what I got. You're going to have a lot more than you think you're going to have after they leave whatever they need to leave, and you get back on track with not feeling so like limited mind, having those concerns, worries, and uncertainties. You start leaving, like getting yourself out of that self-imprisonment of mental exhaustion, because worrying and concerning yourself over this person and whether or not they can rise above their old mental status and their conviction that they need to have this kind of money in their life in order for them to be happy and feel stable. The divine is saying you're going to be, in the end, if the two of you decide to jump ship and be with each other, you're going to have a lot more than you thought you were going to have. You're going to be fine, in other words. You're going to be leaving all of these concerns behind and moving into those calmer emotional waters, right? In love. And this is past love that you're recognizing each other. So to me, it's like this is twin flame-ish all over it. Twin flame all over it. It's a lovely story. It's concerning right now for you because these are the energies you're in right now. But remember, the energies between the two of you is that you both want it. You do want to. You're preparing yourself, mind, heart, and body to be with each other. Right now you're working on it. You may not even realize you're doing it, but you are. You are. The divine is telling us that you are. Let's say you haven't heard from your twin flame. Let's just say that, right? And you may be thinking, well, I'm never going to hear from my twin flame, or this person I fell in love with in the past, and I haven't seen them, heard from them for a long time. Let's just say that, right? Well, the divine is saying they're slowly but surely preparing themselves to want to remake it with you, to reconcile and to have a go. Like reconcile, even if it's just like, let's start talking. That's a reconciliation. Let's just start talking. I'm going to shoot you an email or a text or something, or I'm going to come by or phone you. And hopefully you will reciprocate in that way, or you'll do it with them. You'll reach out to them. That's reconciling. That's the two of you actually. If you haven't been talking, that's the two of you reconciling, in that you are actually now talking to each other. And it can go from there, right? Now that you're finally talking to each other. Okay, so Archangel Michael and Holy Spirit, thank you so much. Will you please give us a card or two, whatever you think is most appropriate, to give us some advice further insight into this particular story that seems a little uncertain right now, but it looks lovely. This one is the first one that shot out. The moon. I don't know which one, so we'll just go with that. So we got the moon, lightning, and the owl. That all looks really great. The moon is the uncertainties. That's what I would get from thinking about it through the tarot. Uncertainties and fears, which is like this. Lightning is like, it's like you hit with a bolt of lightning, right? It's like suddenly it all becomes clear. You've been enlightened, okay? And the owl is the wisdom of all of it. Let's have a go and see what the mystical shaman oracle actually has to say about these three little messages. Okay, so the moon is, it's right here. I'm not going to pick it up. It makes it difficult to read the book. The moon is, every 28 days, the moon manifests a steady progression from darkness to light, and then back again. This phenomenon in our skies has a powerful impact on our human psyches. It offers us the certainty, which, you're not feeling so certain right here, the certainty that after periods of emptiness and darkness, there is a light, there is a light waiting, so we can be reborn into a new phase. This calls to mind a native African prayer to the moon. May our lives be renewed as yours is. The moon also has a strong influence on the ebb and flow of waters on the earth. This same power in turn affects human feelings and emotions and mirrors their rising from or hiding back into the unconscious. Okay, the invitation of the moon is, the moon spends equal time in the dark as it does in the light of the sun, and now it comes to remind you of this balance. Have you been too focused on outer achievements, productivity, or social engagements? Or have you spent too much time hidden from the outer world, not wanting to interact or show your face? Meditate on the significance of the moon cycle and let it gently guide you out of your bottomless depths. Head back to the world of outer expression and connection with others. Let it help you make time for yourself, your feelings, and your essential human and spiritual needs. So what I'm getting from this is that the oracle is saying that you aren't actually in communication with this one. But behind the scenes, the two of you are very much, and it's going to take a while. It's a slow progress. It's not something that you're going to hear from them, or you're not going to reach out to them for some time. Though you're actually feeling a lot better in in this uncertain phase of your life. Standing strong in your uncertainties, if that makes sense. It does make sense to me. So be okay. In other words, be okay in your uncertainties. Still be in control and take charge and lead, because you're on stable environmental grounds here, energy and physical wise. You're on stable ground. So just accept, like, be in an acceptance mode of this uncertain time of whether or not your person is the A, going to reach out to you and talk to you, or B, be able to rise above their fear of leaving something behind. But like I say, they're trying to rise above it, trying to let go of a belief that they have to have this kind of resources behind them in order for them to leave whatever they need to leave behind and be with you. So the divine is working on them. Just put it that way. So you're, in the meantime, while you're feeling uncertain, you're supposed to head back to the world of outer expression and connection with others. Let it help you make time for yourself, your feelings, and your essential human and spiritual needs. So take this time, spend time in meditation and prayer to really get, solidify your own conviction that you're okay. It's okay. It's okay to be in this uncertain time. You can allow yourself to not focus on it, like to release your mental prison that you're in with the Eight of Swords. You can allow yourself to release yourself from those limiting thoughts and just stand solid on wherever it is that you are right now without this person in your life. They're in your life energetically, but they're not in your life physically. Okay, so let's talk about lightning. Okay, the essence of lightning here, this blue card. The formidable electrical discharge of a lightning bolt brightens the sky and strikes the earth, accompanied by the mighty sound of thunder. The phenomenon has a positive effect. The light illuminates the earth and the psyche. But there is a destructive side as well. The bolt can burn and even kill if it's too strong. The invitation here is the forces of the upper world are investing their gathered energies to ignite you with new inspiration and creativity. Clarity will become yours. You just allow yourself to stand solid in your uncertainties about this situation moving forward with this person. Just be in your emperor energy and be okay with that, because you're in some really doggone good energy. Okay, this, like, you can't get better than this. You really just can't get better. This is like the best energy right here. Okay, so the invitation is the forces of the upper world are investing their gathered energy to ignite you with new inspiration and creativity. Allow this divine gift of awakening to take root in your being. Allow that, because you've been kind of restricting yourself, and that's why you're in this mental prison. Now it says, and enjoy a renewed sense of clarity, passion, and vision. Yay! I think I always think of that icon on my iPhone, that woman dancing with the red dress. It's like, yay, having a happy dance. Okay, so that's a really great energy. Number 39 now, the owl. The essence, owl is the master of the night. She can see situations with perfect clarity. Wow, thanks to that, right? More so when it is dark, and is able to discern truth when others are sightless. So you're discerning, intuitively, this person is in your energy, number one, and on your path, number two. It's a matter of when, and that's divine timing. You don't have control over that. You do in some sense, okay? You have, because the divine says whenever you're ready, it shall come, right? So if you're not ready right now, it's kind of like you're pushing it away, or at least keeping it at bay. You get yourself ready. You get out into the world, express yourself, meditate, and all that sort of stuff. Just be in acceptance mode in your strong energy right here as an emperor. And remember, you don't have to be masculine to be an emperor energy. It's just an energy. And allow your crown chakra to open up and be ignited with inspiration and intuitiveness, so that your wisdom comes forth that says, do not worry, child. Do not worry, my darling child. For all things that you desire will come to you, will come to fruition. You just have to be in acceptance mode and allow divine timing. You get into acceptance mode, that divine timing comes. It'll come because you're more prepared. If you're not prepared, it's going to be longer and longer away. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so she helps you find light and your lightness in the darkest moments of your life, and to embrace the night as your ally. Owl can bring you messages from the invisible world, spirit world. She opens your ears so that you may hear the voices of the ancestors, and you may acquire their wisdom and make it your own. You know this person, like I said, it's in your energy. You know that someday you're going to meet them. It's just a matter of when, and when is when you're ready for it. And of course, when they're ready for it. The invitation is, look around you, notice every detail, and find the hidden messages brought to you by the owl. So signs and synchronicities. Do not shoot the messenger. Be grateful to the friend who shows you what you have not wanted to see until now. That might be me. So don't shoot me, okay? Excuse me. Observe all the facets of the diamond without judgment. Remember, the facets you dislike are often mirrors of the parts of you that you do not want to recognize. Do not be afraid of the truth, as it will become your compass. So whatever reflections that are in your outer world that are kind of bugging you, and like maybe divine timing is bugging you, well, look within and see that the reason why divine timing is not here and here now, here and here now, is because you're not here and here now. You're not in the here and the now where you need to be. You wouldn't be all tied up in your thoughts, like imprisoned in your thoughts, if you were in the here and now. So remember this energy here. This is the here and now energy. Step back into it. Be in that energy, and divine timing will show up a lot. Like the timing will just, it'll be, how do you even talk about divine timing? But divine timing will be, well, it'll be divine timing, right? But it'll come sooner. How am I supposed to say that? It'll be here sooner than you think, let's just say. Okay, guys, I hope that was helpful to you. Have a great weekend. Bye for now. Hey guys, just a little footnote, I guess you would say. If you recalled when I shuffled this deck, I don't have my lights on, sorry, they're so hot. I shuffled this deck and those cards jumped out. Those 3 cards jumped out. Remember I was saying how the deck was jumping? Because it was like somebody was gung-ho about taking action or moving forward, that kind of thing. Well, and then you think of the cards here, right? Let's see here. 7 of coins, we got the 5 of coins, so Ace of Cups, the Emperor, 8 of Swords, and the 3 of Wands right here. Well, I'm talking about you two getting ready to be with each other, even if it's just energetically right now. You're trying to improve your mental clarity and knowingness, to put aside uncertainties and worries about, for them it'd be worries about not being able to take what they've worked so hard for, and they feel like they need to have in order to move forward to be with you, and you being worried about this, that, and everything else about them, who knows what. But you are being advised to just be in acceptance mode because you haven't heard from this person. You two are actually preparing to be with each other, which is like the jumping of the cards, which is that energy. You're like gung-ho, like you're just like, I want to do it, I want to do it. It can be good and it may not be. So it's kind of like settle your energies back down. get into this stability here, settle your energies back down so that you can clear your mind and be in acceptance. And I'm okay this way right now. I haven't heard from my person. I wish I did, whatever, but I can't do anything about it. And so it is what it is. It's divine timing. And so you are wanting to get into that kind of calm and peaceful, like just being okay with how things are, where you're at, which is in really great energy, I must add. And they are to continue growing, continue rising above, so that they really feel confident about being with you, because they've learned that it's not necessary. This is not necessary. Look, if they just trust, they'll have everything that they need if they decide to let go of what they feel they're coveting right now. What they're coveting right now, if they just let go of that trust and have faith that they can let go of it, the divine is going to have you, the two of you, set up really nice, and then building on that. Okay, because I mean, the two of you are in love, right? You'll be in these calmer waters together because you're together, and neither this person's evolved, you're evolved. The two of you are going to have a lot more patience and peace in your relationship, because you know the divine is giving you that timing, giving you that time through the divine timing, in order for the two of you to be in the right energy to make the best of what was offered to you by the divine in the beginning, in the past there. Okay, the divine wants you to be together, and that to me is very obvious. All right, so I just wanted to tell you that these 3 cards from this deck, they jumped out just like they were jumping when I was shuffling. They were jumping out. This one jumped out, right? And even before I started the video, they were jumping all over the place. So I sort of felt like that, geez, it's either nervous energy or it's somebody is gung-ho to get going, to do something. You've got to calm that energy, so that you're in a stable energy of where heart and mind meet, and it's balanced. It's all balanced. It's about being balanced. 6 of Swords, balanced, right? And 2 of Cups, being in balance too. So that's what I wanted to get on here and just add to the video. So talk to you later. Bye for now.